Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. Today I'm sharing a design team project. Okay, welcome back you guys. If you're new here, welcome. I got another design team project to share with you guys for Diane at Faith Art Design Studio. And here it is. How pretty is this? This is a waterfall journal, and I'm going to go through this and show you, and then we're going to make one. Really, really fun. I saw Diane do it. I don't remember who she said she learned it from, so I'll put it on the screen. I also saw Debbie over at Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. She also did one of these waterfall journals, and I feel like mine is a little bit different than what both of them did. I know it's a little bit larger, but there's a couple things that I did differently, I think. But it was really fun, and I really love the way that it ends up looking. And what we're going to end up doing, we're going to make this, we're going to switch it up even more. We're going to do a couple things different. It's a design team project for Diane at Faith Art Design Studio. And I believe this was the first kit. I don't even remember. She's got several different kits. This is the pink Parfait kit. You can also get these kits in slimline and landscape, which is fantastic. And I think there's 3 different ones for the pink Parfait. So, beautiful papers, you guys. And you'll see them in this one, some of them. And then you'll see some of them in, I'm going to show you some of them in this kit. And then I got like 10 pages of ephemera here. I mean, of course, I've obviously already used some of it because I made this. Okay, so look at how gorgeous this kit is. I only downloaded this one. That was the slimline from her slim kit. Or vertical, however you want to call it. Now, the backgrounds are not from the pink Parfait kit. These are from her background ledgers and music paper. It's got a ton of backgrounds in it. And I like this to have a background. They're just so pretty. I love these flowers and stuff. So pretty. And I printed all of this on cardstock. Look at this. How beautiful is that? This is probably going to be one of the back pages, so I keep all of it. And then this beautiful, like a fan kind of floral. Okay. Let me keep this one here on top because we got a special use for that one. Okay, let's take a look at this. Now you guys know that I've done these closers many, many times. Usually they're in the flip-flops. This was the Sunshine Serenity. And, you know, they just unhook like that, right? And they're just very easy to use. Here's another example, one that's not beaded. This was the folio for 21 Reasons to Praise Him. They're great when you forget to put your ties in, or if you can't put ties in normally. And this is just a little summer journal. When I first decided I wanted to do a flip-flop journal, this is what I did. And it's been a couple years, and I haven't really done anything in it. I decided to put different colored papers in it. Maybe at some point, you know, I will work on it again, but yeah. So again, on here, this type of closure because, you know, it is a flip-flop. Now this one I did something a little different. I put an eyelet in, okay? So this can't go anywhere. All right, you can't lose it, even if you go this way, unless you untie it. So I like that, and it allows you to pull it tight when you want to close it. So it's really nice to have the eyelet there. Okay, this is the main cover. I didn't add anything else to it because, I mean, look at the print. Here we just got a little journal card, and it's exposed so that you can see it. You can get a little picture of it. And then we did this little altered paper clip. We got a pocket down here we did. Look at how beautiful these, this is part of the ephemera. Here's the rest of them for this kit. I think there's even more than this, but look at they're beautiful. Okay, and then we're a little bit smaller. And then I took another one, I took one of the circles, also amazing. I used my 2-inch punch on this, so we only lost just a tiny little bit of the border. But if I can do the 2-inch punch, and I'm not having to cut it by hand, it's going to look so much better. Okay, and then smaller yet, right here. And this is what the image was. I reprinted it and put this back over it. This is actually what is underneath. I wanted to make it a tuck spot. Put a little tab on there. This again, I printed this a second time and just cut out this part and glued it on. So we could have a place for these tickets. And this little one, look at how cute that is. Love it. And then the rest of this I used for pockets after I reprinted it. Oh, right here we've got a flip down. Look at our beautiful lady right here. See, here's one of the pockets that I used from reprinting that. And then I used the die that Pam had sent me and made this beautiful pink postcard. I wanted it as a backdrop behind her. Look at how gorgeous she is. Oh, and then we just stenciled back here. And then what I did was I ended up adding some actual pages. So we got music page from the hymnal, some of my coffee dyed paper. So you can actually even write in here if you want to write in here. And look at how flat it lays in here. I put a couple of the punch outs just for interest. And we could even add paper to this for writing. But I like to see the hymnals, so. Right here we've got this flip up and flip down and writing space. We got some hymnal page on there. I don't know how much of this you're seeing. There's this one, and we put one of the roses on there. I printed some of the ephemera on the sticker paper. And then we got this one up here. And so you can actually write something secret, and it can be covered with this. You can also use do one of those like policy closures, you know, where you wrap it around the little things, but this was heavy enough to keep this top closed. And we're on the back side of everything. So we've got this. I actually used some of my snippet roll. Put Believeth on there. Did some more stencil of numbers there. Belly band here, and here's one. This is it cut out by hand, and you can see it's pretty crooked. But we used that on the belly band, and then we got another really pretty tag. This one looks better because it's not, the snippet roll piece is not as big. The other one was too big, I think. Another beautiful lady. Another backdrop of the postcard because I love that die. And then in this one, we made a hymnal page. And just backed it. We didn't make a hymnal page. We made a journal card using a hymnal page. Put another flower on there and a ticket that says received. Love it. And now I can't get that to go on straight. Okay, now this, I had a couple different ideas. What you can do is you can put it down and glue here and here and you have a tuck. But I wanted two separate pockets here, so I left it a flip out. I was also thinking I could make a bookmark and put in here, make a little pocket and put a bookmark. I also had this idea of having it come up here and then this wraps around it. The only problem with that is you lose that waterfall effect. Okay, I like to see the waterfall effect. So it's a flip out, and I don't know if I'm going to add to it to flip out more or add a pocket and put bookmark in there or what. But we're going to do this different today. I'm not sure if we're going to make it a flip out. You can actually even cut it off. You don't even have to have it on there at all. But I had ideas, so I just left it. So we'll see. We'll see. And in these pockets, we've got just a couple of quote cards. You guys know I love to use those. So I put a couple of those in here. Now I can just use this little journal for a Bible study if I want to do a Bible study, because there's plenty of room in this. So let's move that back over there. Now we're going to get started on this. Now I actually think I even do this different as well. This one's going to be our flip up. So this is going to come over here for now. So what we start doing is you start making your folds however big you want it to be, okay? So I got to figure out what I want to have for the cover. This one would be pretty to be the very first one. That one would be too. I don't know. That's going to be like an in-between because it's not as busy. So I think we're going to go ahead and go with this one. So let me see what I had made this flap at. Oops. It is 2.5 inches. So do we want to do this one at 2.5 inches? And it's pretty easy to get started on that, so we'll just make a little bit of a mark right there. We can erase that at any time. And we're going to get onto that mark and we're going to pinch it. Okay, so now you know where to line up. There we go. So that's going to be our front right here. Okay, so then we're going to get our second one. I'm going to have something a little more tame, like say this. And now what I do is I just start holding it like this and then just seeing where we're going to come out at. Let's go like here and see. Let's go. So I don't measure anything, just like Diane says. She doesn't measure anything either. So we're going to see how that one looks. Oh, I think that looks okay. And now I think we'll go with this one. And let's see where we're going. I think this would be good. And we're going to make these different sizes this way as well. Oh, that's good enough. I'm not sure if I like this. Let me get my cutter. Or trimmer, I should say. And we're going to trim the leafy part off. Okay, and we're going to refold. Let's see. I don't like that line down there now, but it'll be okay. Yeah, that's going to bother me, I think. We're going to see 1, 2, 3. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only did 5. Okay. We're going to use this one for pockets or something, because that bothers me now that that fold is in there. Okay. Let's go with this one. And let's see where we are. We're going to go just a little bit more up. Yep, you're going to see all the accidents and mistakes and all that good stuff. It's just plain, really, you guys. It's all about playing. And just having fun while you're doing it. Let's see. Now you could take the time and measure them if you wanted to, but I'm not feeling like I want to measure. Let's see where we are with that. See if I can see better this way. No. Or is this the one that goes all the way? Let me see. I think this might be the one that gets all the way folded. Yeah. I hope so. Okay. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Now I'm going to start trimming these down, and again, I just eyeball it. So what I'm going to do is, you can't really see there, we're going to go there, there, there. I'm going about an inch, I think. Well, about a half an inch for each one, and that's this is the final one right here. So let's see, how do we do this? 1, 2, okay, yeah, the fourth one was the 1, 2, 3, 4. This was the smallest, so about another half inch, like that. And then we went back to normal. Okay, and then we're going to get rid of all of this, but we're keeping this, okay, because that's going to be our fold. So, well, like I said, it's just plain. Now, I will make sure I link to Diane, and you can watch hers. That one's staying. You can watch her video, and I marked it on there. Okay. I kind of see it. Right there. You can watch Diane's video, and you can see exactly how she did hers. She may be a little more professional about it. Okay, there's that one. Most of the time I do things by sight, so. But you just do you when it comes to doing this. There's one. Oh, there it is. And it was just really fun. I just got to just let go and do it. And okay, and then that one. And then, and we're going to sew it like we would normally sew a signature. And we're just lining these up. Okay, and then I'm trying to figure out how I cut these on the back side. They're all cut at the same except for the last one. So that was the last. Well, I folded. Oh no, I added that pocket. So okay, and these are all the same. All right, so we're gonna keep our flap here. Let's move this out of the way for a minute. And I just want to make sure I do this right, you guys. That's not even in there straight. So if we keep that flap, and it's going to fold. Let's take these out. We are going to fold. We're going to do that right now. That is the easiest way. Okay. And we're going to put this. Oh wait, no, this is the, is that the last one? Oh yeah, that was the last one. Oh, we got this one. So we went back too big. Okay. Okay. Let's get this trimmer back. All together. Okay. And then the last one. I think I like it, but I think I need to. I think we're just going to leave it. We're just going to leave it like it is. Okay, I hope that wasn't too big of a mess for you guys. Now what we're going to do with each of these is we're going to round all of our corners, not this one. This one I am going to this time use it as a tuck. All the corners have been rounded. Okay, so now we're going to put this back together. And you just go by sight. And ultimately, you want these all cut about 1/4 inch on this side. This one you're not cutting. Your main piece, your main one, is still the full 8.5 by 11. Okay, so when you get these all in here and you get these lined up, wrong. You ultimately want them cut about 1/4 inch from this. You just use it, you know, however you want it. These are all going to be cut at the same. You see that? They're all the same length here, but different sizes because of this part all being different, okay? And you don't even have to keep this one the same. You could cut that one down as well. This is just the way I chose to do it because I want to put my papers in there, okay? So ultimately, you want them to cut down to here, to about 1/4 inch away from your fold, okay? And if you need to, you can ink that. And I didn't round the corners there because this time I am going to fold this over for a tuck. And we're going to notch it. Let's put our notch in right there. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Just watch your space. And these, that's not a very good cut right there. Okay, and then this is going to be here. And you have this little journal. Okay? I don't think I inked that. Okay, so did I completely miss this side? Looks like, oh, I got that side. Okay, so now we're going to get some papers to put in here. I don't think I'm going to use I don't think I'm going to put in hymnal pages this time just because of time, and I would have to reinforce all those and everything. So also I just noted, well, it's a little bit more than this one, but you know what, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so let me get some coffee dyed pages that we can put in between here. I think we'll do 4. And we're going to fold all of these in half. Yeah, I told Diane that I really want to do something with the pink Parfait kit, and I didn't know at first what I was going to do, and then I was like, you know what, let's just do one of those Waterfall journals because they're cool. So that's what I decided on. So, you know what, I need to round these. I'm going to try and do 2 at a time. The thicker it is to round the corners, the better. And my 1/4 rounder really just likes cardstock. It does not like really thin paper. But something you can do, you guys, if you're having an issue rounding the corners, is you can just get a piece of cardstock and include it with it just while you round the corner. It's very helpful. There's those two. Let's do all four. Can we do all four? Let's see. Look at how much easier that was. Okay. There's those. And these, we want to make sure these are all how we want them to be. This one needs to move. We're going to have to line these back up because I want them in the right spots. Okay, I need my clippy clips. Okay, let's try to get this without messing it up. Okay. We're going to definitely go here to this one. That first one to get it clipped. Okay. And now here. We can go there. Here, and I think this one will go, should I go there too, or, yeah, we'll just go back here. Okay. Now we need our, you know what, I just thought of something. That fan's probably being really loud. Sorry about that, you guys, but it got warm in here. Okay, so I'm not going to do any measuring. We're just going to eyeball where we're going to poke our holes. I'm going to do my best to get a lot of them in. Of course, the center one will only have the center hole. Really easy when you only have a few pages that you have to stitch or poke through. Okay, we got our pink, we got our needle. I may be able to explain a few of the things. I don't know how much time I've used up for this video so far. But I don't think I'll be able to do every single pocket with you. This part's the most important part. Is 1, 2, 3, and just a little bit. You know me. I like that little bit just in case. Okay. Let's get a needle. Okay, now we're going to sew, and it's just a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, just like you would do any other journal. We got too much on that side. Okay. Let's go over here. We're going to cut these off a little bit, but I am going to put some more dangles in. So we'll have one there. Come back so I can see. And one there. Okay. And there it is put together, you guys. So I'm thinking I will do this part with you. Well, I don't have any more pink eyelets. I used all those, so that's one thing I wish I would have taken more care of, is the position of this. It should have been up just a little bit. So we're going to do better with measuring. This is 8.5, so we're going to go 4. Let's move down here. 4 1/4. Okay. Do I want it there? No, that's a little too far. So we'll go right there, and that's where we're going to punch. Let's erase this other one. Okay. Let's make that a little darker so I can see that. We're going to flip this over. And punch. Okay. Get the pencil tool. Get a washer. Well, that looks a little bit better, right? The other one's off. Yeah, but see, not by much. It wasn't off by much. I eyeballed that one. This one I measured. Just because I want it to look right. Okay. We're going to get that. I don't know what to do with the ones I used for this, but let's use a coconut button. Let's use something different this time. Let's use, that's about the right same size. Ooh, that one would be pretty on there. Let's go with that one. Oops, almost dropped that. Okay. We're going to get this. Okay. We're going to go here. But now you kind of have to get that needle and put this away. And just move it out of the way. We need to see how big we need this elastic to be. So we're just going to kind of put it on here and wrap this around. Okay. There's that. Okay. And get these even. which can be really annoying sometimes. Okay, we're going to put both of these through our eyelet. We're going to see where we want to knot it, just right there. And the cool thing is with this, you can always change your knot too if it gets too big and you need to loosen it a little bit. Okay. Okay. So there's that. That's the main part about this, you guys, is getting this part done. So now you can just take your papers and you start deciding. I don't think I inked that either. And you start deciding where you want to put pockets. Do you want to put something else on your cover, like an image, or one of the girls? Where's that? I think I still have. I do have one of the girls left, but it's kind of big. I could shrink it down and attach her. But I really want to keep her as a card to put in there. Okay, so you can put an image on your cover here to kind of hang off, or a tab, or, you know, let's say one of these. We could put one of those on there as your cover, or you could actually just go there. But for me, I just did something here and just had it lined up on this page to see it. So I didn't do anything on this one. We made the altered paper clip there and a pocket here. So this one, I also left that a little bit longer. These ones were left longer than these ones. These ones got quite a bit smaller as I went. But I told you I was going to change it up. These are really close to the same size. So a little pocket here. And then the next one, I did another pocket. This one in the middle, we did the tuck. Put a tuck there. And a tab. I'll probably still put the tab on. Then here's our main page here. And then on this side, this is where we put the flip. So we've got the flip is right here. And we're going to measure this flip here to where I want it to be. And let's cut that. Okay, and then we are going to, now for this part, you can get your scoreboard to make it easier to fold, because you've got to put your little thing here. You can't see it because I put the pocket on, but we gotta make our little piece here to attach it. So I'm just gonna do my best. Nope. There you are. Okay. So that will come right here. And so we're going to cut some of this off. Did I have it all the way up? Almost all the way to the top. So we're going to cut that. Okay, we're going to round our corners. We're going to ink. I made sure I used something neutral and plain so that it can be writing space, just like I did on this one. Okay, so that can be wrote on. But we're going to want to ink on the inside here. We have actually been planning my grandson's birthday party. Oh, that's going to be under the pocket. That's not going to be seen. I think my son-in-law or his dad is going to get him a water bounce house thing, you know, when the little pool slide, all that stuff. He's going to be 4. His birthday is June 1st. I can't believe he's going to be 4. Okay, we're going to glue our little flappy here. And we're going to glue it all the way to the bottom. Just like that. I could have probably went over, but there's plenty of room there. Okay. And then, what do we want on the inside? I think this piece we have here will be the pocket. Let's see if this is a good size. Oh, we need to cut off just a little bit. See, that makes a really cute pocket, doesn't it? Okay, I wanted to get my envelope punch so I can put the notch in this. Let me show you something. Look at the little details that are on here. I love it. Okay. Bring this back. Now we're going to glue this side, and the bottom. And we're going to put it all the way to where the fold is. Just make sure you don't go over the fold. And that is going to hide your folded up piece. I think we're good right there. Yep. Make sure we're on there straight. It looks like it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And then our papers right here, so that can be all for writing. Let's see, do we have time to do another pocket? Do we want to do a side? Well, we got this. How wide do I want that? That's a little too wide. We're just using up the scraps, you guys. So we're going to go to there. And then we're going to round these two back corners. And we're going to notch it. And ink. So you guys make sure you go over to Diane. I'll have her YouTube channel, and I will also have her Etsy link. She also just released the Gracious Green kit, which I'm excited to work with that one. I haven't decided yet what I'll be making with that one, but as soon as I figure that out, I'll let you guys know. I haven't done a flip-flop in a little bit, like our regular size flip-flop, not our slimline one. Oh, I cut that too short. That's okay, we'll just have to move it down. How did I manage to cut that too short? Now I can't get it lined up. There we go. I can put some lace or trim on there because I'm just really weird about that, you guys. That'll bother me. Okay, I think that's where we're going to, oh, let's do this before we close this video out. Let's close this up. Just the two edges here, because this is going to be a tuck this time. And there's that so far. If I, maybe do some more work in here, which I will, I'll finish it up. I may do some more videos on it. I'm not for sure, but if I find something interesting that I make to add to it, yeah, this knot that's not going to work. It is not tight enough. So let's loosen that and make it just a bit tighter. Let's not try it that way. Let's just move it this way. That was too loose. And I'm not going to have that much more in it. I think that'll work. That'll be much better. There we go. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, if I do any special project that I want to put in here, then we'll bring this back and you guys can see it completely finished. But you got to see the prototype right here, which I really love how this one turned out. And I think I said, I don't know if did I say that I can use this for any Bible study now. I'll have it on hand. These would be fun to put in a happy mail for somebody or send it as a gift or, whatever. But there you go, guys. There's the waterfall. Like I said, a little bit different than what Diane did, but I'm going to make sure that you got her channel and you guys can go and check out her style. And I hope it wasn't too confusing, because when I'm just doing it, and not really planning things ahead, I didn't have anything cut ahead of time or any of that stuff. But yeah, I hope you could understand it. If you guys have any questions, then just ask me down in the comment, or you can send me an email if you have any questions. Either way. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I thank you so much for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.